students, we use these tools incorrectly because, and most times we use we waste times and resource in social media, and without doing something productive with it, just for fun. So I'm not saying that we need to all use only for academic purpose. Of course not, because sometimes it's important to have some fun and relax. No? But I'm saying that we don't use the resource we have the best possible way. So why not we use this technology for our advantage? So we have the utilization of machine learning for sector of education. One of the points that I'm going to talk about is to improving student retention. So with that I mean, we are all different because some of us understand faster than others. So, studying independently allows a student to deep their knowledge by exploring topics that may not be taught in the classroom. So, another is prediction student performance. So, in summary, I can say that here we anticipate student success.
Time up, thank you. Poster number?
I'm sorry, but if you want to know a little more about this, you can contact me outside. Thank you.
Poster number?
I don't know my post number, but if you want to know a little more about this, you can find me outside.
Okay. Sorry. So hello everyone. I'm Iman Hamzawi from AZ Algiers, and this work has been done with Hajar Bouzmzian from UPHF France, with Younes Bouhadjar from ULIG Forschungszentrum, and from Emin Ziad Onoran, which is a high school student, and he's actually 15 years old. So we all know that current deep learning architectures are not energy efficient. And we know that the human brain is very energy efficient. This is why we have spiking neural networks. Spiking neural networks are a type of networks that communicate with spikes, these heavy side functions that you see here. And they have a problem because they're not differentiable. And since they're not differentiable, we use surrogate methods to approximate the gradients. And these surrogate methods have some problems, and they cause a drop in accuracy compared to other ANN architectures. So this is why we introduced the usage of skip connections in spiking neural networks. We noticed that skip connections improve drastically the accuracy, and we have two types of skip connections here. We have densenet-like skip connections and addition type. Densenet are more energy efficient, and addition type give better accuracy. So this is why we apply Bayesian optimization in order to have the best type of skip connection for each use case. And as you can see in the graph, you have the random search, the accuracy of the random search, and in blue, our hyperparameter optimization accuracy results. So we had an increase in energy in we decreased the energy compared to conventional ANN architectures with keeping the accuracy. And for future work, we are exploring SNM performance on electrophysiological data for energy efficient and temporal neuromotor signal decoder. Thank you.
So, Hello everyone, I'm Benaid Mohammed. I'm PhD student. I'm from Morocco. I'm PhD student in Faculty of Science Hassan II Casablanca. So the project is focused on planning charging station infrastructure of vehicle electric. So the project is collaborate with Morocco and Spain. We work in two areas, Morocco and Spain, and after we project our models in all Africa cities. So here we have a poster with one of criteria is socio-economic potential. So let's move to see the methodology. We have 11 factors. We have demography factors and technical factors. We have combined information geographic system. We have used AHP models is analytic hierarchy process and EI. And then we compare it with performance the models. We have used random forest and SVM. You can see the results. And then we project the models in new regions is Casablanca state. And thank you for your attention.
Excuse me, someone to help? Someone to help, please. Hello everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. My name is Mamadou Keita. I'm from Mali and I represent Robo Mali, and our project is Generative AI for Improving Educational Quality and Results in Mali. As its name mentions, our project aims is just to use generative AI, mainly ChatGPT and Playground AI, to generate educational content for children in Mali, and all this in Bambara language, which is the primary language in Mali. The reason behind this project is simple. Mali is the French country, a French-speaking country, with one of the highest illiteracy rates in the world. We have 65% of the population who are illiterate, and 78% of these are female. So we wanted to change this data, since it's really sad, it's a sad data. So we come up with this project. With our current production, a pipeline of production, which is a mix of human intervention for correcting all the biases and then making sure that it's culturally appropriate, and also use of generative AI tools, we are able to produce 57 stories that are all culturally appropriate with a fair amount of female representation in stories. So since we produce books, we also needed to run experiments to know if it's really good or not and acceptable for children. Okay, so we conducted 15 experiments, and then the results were really good. Kids loved the story and even asked for more, but we faced some skepticism from teachers and parents about it, and that feedback is also good because we will just use it to adapt our project for moving forward. So moving forward, moving forward, our objective is just to produce 1 million books and distribute it across the country. And for that, we're working with the Ministry of Higher Education. We're also part of the MICRA project, which is a $142 million project in Mali. And we believe that with a correct use of AI tools, we can change education to make a positive impact. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Kabea, coming from Democratic Republic of Congo. I am PhD student at University of Kinshasa. To explain my idea, I will speak in French. Okay. Alors, le problème se situe à ce niveau. Ok. Mon problème, c'est que je veux modéliser les incidents ferroviaires, c'est-à-dire les déraillements. Je vais les modéliser en utilisant une méthode de machine learning, parce que les méthodes actuellement existantes ne permettent pas de travailler correctement, dans la mesure où, anciennement, on utilisait les travaux sur la voie et sur le matériel, mais en Afrique, on a constaté que ces travaux ne donnent pas de bons résultats. Or, le déraillement pose beaucoup de problèmes et entraîne beaucoup de morts dans nos pays africains, parce que nos sociétés africaines de transport possèdent généralement des matériels de mauvaise qualité. D'où j'ai prévu de travailler sur les modèles d'intelligence artificielle, et ces modèles permettent de donner des résultats correctement. Malheureusement, ces modèles, mon travail porte sur des modèles qui posent des problèmes sur le plan des données. Et sur le plan des données, j'ai des données sous forme de photos et d'autres données sous forme de grandeur floue. C'est ainsi que j'ai prévu d'utiliser un modèle neuroflou pour pouvoir travailler. À titre exemplatif, je prends un exemple. J'ai ici un défaut de la voie qui montre que sous la voie, il y a un vide. Et pour travailler sous la voie, comme il y a un vide, je vais utiliser la méthode AMPHIS qui me permettra de pouvoir optimiser le défaut qui est sous la voie de manière à calculer sa distance et voir si le défaut va provoquer un déraillement ou pas. Ainsi, après avoir combiné plusieurs méthodes, je vais obtenir à la fin de compte une situation où j'aurai les défauts de la voie sous forme X, les défauts de matériel sous forme Y, les défauts de personnel sous forme Z et d'autres défauts sous forme K, dont la somme doit donner moins de 100%. Alors, la difficulté qui se pose est que, avec le modèle neuroflou, nous ne pouvons pas travailler après réalisation de faits, mais nous devons travailler avant, c'est-à-dire avant que le train ne quitte la station, on va insérer dans le projet les données du matériel, les données du personnel et les données et d'autres données, de telle manière que le modèle puisse être capable de nous signifier avant le départ du train que ce train va dérailler à tel kilomètre pour telle cause, et que avant le départ, les équipes de maintenance puissent pouvoir aller travailler de telle manière que lorsque le train sera mis en place, qu'il puisse passer sans difficulté et travailler. C'est un modèle que j'ai utilisé déjà lorsque je faisais mon DEA, c'est-à-dire le master. J'ai obtenu des résultats avec 87%. Actuellement, je suis en train de le performer en utilisant la combinaison neuroflou pour pouvoir obtenir des résultats plus intéressants. Merci beaucoup. Mon numéro, c'est numéro 132. Je continue à programmer sur ce plan.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joseph Romari Chete. I'm a student of African Institute of Mathematical Science, but I did this work when I was studying in University of Douala in Cameroon. My subject talked about deep learning model for the prediction and prevention of COVID-19. I reused a a particular case of Cameroon with the real data on Cameroon. Since COVID-19 has started, several models of digital intelligence and mathematical modeling had been built to slow diseases. But the goal of my work is to make a combination with mathematical modeling and deep learning model to have more robust information and make a good prediction. So, the problematic of my work is how deep learning is going to help to predict COVID-19 in Cameroonian context. The general objective is prediction of COVID-19 in Cameroonian. A specific objective, construct and study of a mathematical model describing the dynamic of transmission of COVID-19. And second, construction of one deep learning model for the prediction of COVID-19 in Cameroon. Here, we first construct a mathematical model which describes the dynamic of COVID-19 in Cameroon. Here, we have 4 compartments. We have the susceptible individual as time T, that we have ST. We have VT, the vaccinated case. We have AT, the infected case, and RT, the recovered case. Here, the particular of my study is that we will use a mathematical modeling to express all time-dependent parameters, like a vaccination rate that we call ρ, the infection force, the transmission force that we call beta t, and the recovery rate that we call delta t. That is the expression that we use to have a new data, to make an estimation. When we make this estimation, we have a time series. To study, to analyze that time series, we will use a deep learning model, like a recurrent neural network. We use some particular type of recurrent neural, like a LSTM, long short-term memory, and get recurrent unit. This is our resource. The left curve showing the curve of the evolution of the training, the prediction, and the infection force, and the right curve showing the recovery, the recovery rate, training, test prediction, testing, and prediction. We have the evaluation metric which shows us that we have a good model with this good evaluation metric, and that we can make a good prediction to a good forecasting over the 10 next day or 13 next day to make it. And to talk about again this work. This work can help Africa to solve the problem of data, because in Africa we don't have more data. To have data, we can make a mathematical modeling to make estimation of data and use this data to apply in AR. Thank you for your attention. My poster is the 48. You can come here to know more about this.
Thank you, all our Indaba X Spotlight speakers. The session has finally come to an end, but we're running behind time. So you have just enough time to grab a cup of coffee and then head either to the poster session or to the industry track. If you're going to check out posters, the poster session is set up outside this building under the tent, so feel free to grab your coffee and head there. If you're following the industry track, this is happening here. So grab your coffee and come back. We'll have a series of talks. After lunch, the hackathon kickoffs will also take place in this room. There is a JP Morgan hackathon and an InstaDeep hackathon. And then the last announcement I have is that our coffee break in the afternoon is an hour earlier than indicated on the program. So rather than having it from 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. We'll have it take place from 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. And this will allow us to have a transition period between our poster session number 1 and the second poster session of the day. Thank you.